All right, so we're gonna be pulling these slides out of the caliper here. This is what allows the movement one way or the other, so that as your pistons come out, your caliper can slide over and allow both pads to push on the side of this rotor here. This is your rotor or your disc. Here's your vents, your friction surface on the outside. And let's see if we can get your friction surface on the inside here. Pretty hard to see. There's a little piece of it there. Usually there's backing plates pretty much all the way around. You got your pads still on here, so it's pretty hard to see the inside of it. But when you're doing a pad swap or replacing calipers or anything, you're always gonna wanna inspect these slides, lube them up. If you see a tear in the boot like this one is, that would be reason to replace this boot. If there's a tear in there, that means you're gonna get road grime, water, all kinds of stuff in there. Those slides will stick, you'll have uneven pad wear, and you'll end up wearing one pad out before the other, going metal on metal, and destroying some components here. So, that said, we'll go ahead and pull our slide out of this boot here. There you go. This is what allows your caliper to slide. You saw me pull the slide bolts in the last video. So there's the bolt. Here's your slide. That means that bolt is going through there. And that caliper is able to slide on the outside of this collar. These threads are firm into this bracket here. So you've got your bolt into your bracket and your caliper sliding on the outside, the OD, of this sleeve. That's why this sleeve needs to stay clean and free of road grime. So whenever you're doing any kind of brake pad maintenance, you always want to pull these things out, clean them up real good. If there's any kind of scoring or debris on there, they should be replaced. This one's actually in great shape. One of the pros to having a very low mileage vehicle here. When you're putting that back together, you're gonna wanna lube it with a non-petroleum based lube. So if it has petroleum in it, it's gonna make that rubber swell and deteriorate. So you wanna make sure you're using a petroleum-free lube. You can get them at Napa, O'Reilly's. Everybody brands them a little differently, but they're all over the place. You wanna lube up the whole outside of that with your nice fresh lube. There's little detents, basically, grooves on either side. Those grooves are gonna be what snap into the rubber boots or bellows on here. Sometimes getting it started can be a little tricky. So now I've got that boot snapped back on the groove on the inside, and there it goes, just snapped on the outside. So now you've got a nice, freshly lubricated slide in there. You know it's in good condition, you know it's clean. We should have replaced that boot as we talked about. But other than that, you're on the right track.